October 9th, 2025. Eagles fans' hearts just drop. Jalen Hurts in the red zone. Pass intended to the left for Jahan Dotson gets picked off by 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀 for 68 yards. And one of the worst passes that I've seen this season to get intercepted. What's up, guys? My name is Dante here with East Coast Gridiron. Let's break down the film on why this was such a bad play and where Jalen Hurts is severely hurting his team this season. Fourth quarter, 11:36 on the clock, 2nd and 10 on New York's 15. The score is 17-27. Eagles need to get a score, at least score some points. Field goal, touchdown. Hopefully your defense can stop the things that are happening on offense for the Giants. What we're going to see here is a disguise cover one look. Notice that we have Jevon Holland right here. Obviously, you're seeing a single high safety. A lot of times you're thinking, okay, what is this safety going to do? That's where your eyes go first every single time. When you're playing quarterback, the safety's position is probably the most important. It's going to explain how open some of your routes are going to be, especially on the back end while you're in the red zone. What we're going to see here is we're going to see a motion that happens. And when this motion happens, this is just, we want to identify if this is man-to-man, kind of give you an idea of what this guy's doing. But actually, this is a disguise cover one look that goes into cover zero. Dallas Goedert is going to kind of run this comeback route here. Jevon Holland is going to catch him. We're going to have A.J. Brown that's going to be running a post route. And we're going to have Jahan Dotson running this out route, which by all regards, we've seen that this guy right here, 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀, was the one to pick it off. So if we run this play, notice how in Devontae Smith, the motion does come over to him. We're still lined up, and we're going to see a little bit of pressure here that comes in our 5-man protection. Saquon's going to come up, try to chip Brian Burns here. Now, obviously, when you're looking at this play, if you're going to make this throw, you have to make this on time, right? We're getting a little bit of cushion here from 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝗀. If you're going to throw this, you got to throw it low and outside, meaning low to the sideline, somewhere in this vicinity where the corner can't get it. As a quarterback, you're going to see Dallas Goedert here on 2nd and 10. You know you can't take a sack, just get the yards. Hopefully, in a one-on-one matchup with Jevon Holland, maybe he might get a little bit more. And Dallas Goedert was honestly the hot receiver this whole game as far as catching the football. But really, the most elite throw that would have been here is once you've seen this pressure come down in a fairly clean pocket here, is to hit A.J. Brown. Get him in a one-on-one matchup. He's your number one receiver. Why are we not hitting your one-on-ones here? 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 is going to come down and make a great play, return this thing for 68 yards. It's a lot of different things that we could look at. Is he scared by the pressure? You see your linebackers drop here. What is the safety doing? I mean, there's a lot of things he has to read really quickly, but when Dallas Goedert is this open on 2nd and 10, you got to throw it. And if you felt like you read this safety coming down, you could hit A.J. Brown right there, and I would take the one-on-one matchup, and everybody's happy. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are not discussing the things that they're discussing. But this throw was just, by all regards, not only missing the open guy in this game, Devontae Smith, but you're also missing Jahan Dotson. Why is Jahan Dotson your go-to guy on a 2nd and 10? So a lot of times what we like to call this from the safety's perspective is he has to read if this guy is man-free, meaning that he is really in man coverage against Dallas Goedert here, but we have to simulate as if we're staying in position to cover the field out here being the single high safety. He just plays this very, very well, reads his key up until the last seconds, noticing that he's got to get over this first down marker and make a play if it was intended for Dallas Goedert. It gets picked, 68 yards, and you know what happens after that. Super duper frustrating. I want to break down this play in detail because these are the things that Jalen Hurts just cannot continue to do. He's been playing very conservative ball lately, and he had very, very clean pockets all night long. This interception should not have been thrown. If you're going to throw this ball low and outside the hashes, but Jahan Dotson shouldn't have been his first choice here. I'm sorry. By everything that he had to read from not only the offensive line and the linebacker standpoint, taking an out route when you had a couple one-on-one matchups to better receivers, especially Dallas Goedert, this is probably the most frustrating. You're throwing this ball 10 out of 10 times here on a man that's on a guy that's in man-free coverage. So let me know what you guys think about this play, man. Obviously, if you're an Eagles fan, you're super frustrated, but these things can't continue to happen. We know we hear the same rhetoric of, and I'm a Jalen Hurts guy through and through, but we hear the same rhetoric of like, we got to get better on our mistakes. Well, your timing has to be better. And obviously, one thing, a couple things can be true. Yeah, are these receivers complaining about getting the ball? Yes. But when you have guys like this in the obviously one-on-one matchup all over the field here, you throw the ball to the guys, not only the guy that's been getting you, yardage and receptions in the game, but you have to throw to A.J. Brown for a simple touchdown that would have had you guys closer to trying to win this game. So let me know what you guys think, man. This is Dante with East Coast Gridiron. Appreciate you guys checking this one out, and we'll talk to you guys later.